What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right, this is more of a DeFi video. It's not Splinterlands specific, although many people here use Tribaldex for liquidity pools. And again, it doesn't necessarily need to be Splinterlands, as I do liquidity pools for Starbits for Rising Star as well, Starbits within Rising Star. But for many folks who do play Splinterlands and have been messing around with liquidity pools, Tribaldex is one of my favorite spots. It's actually the only spot that I'm using right now, as I trust it since it's kind of like on the same chain here. So they made some updates, which is really cool. It's got a new sleek looking font, and there's two features that I think are going to be very, very helpful moving forward. So the first and quicker of the two is just there's a transaction tab now at the top, and you get to see all of the transactions you've made. Now, this is probably available. I assume that it was available in some way, shape, or form, but it just wasn't like clearly labeled or organized the way that it is now, right? As soon as I was looking here and refreshed and got the new updated look of the page, I saw the transactions tab immediately, and I was like, wait a second, this is something new, and then went back into it. And you can see here that a lot of it is Starbits and Pizza for me, or SPS and swap.hive, or just converting every other like random coin back into Hive eventually. So I like this. It's just a nice way to be able to go back through and see all of the transactions you have made. Now, the bigger one, and the one we'll probably spend a little bit more time in, is the liquidity pools. So you go to your positions, and now there is a nice graph to start off with that shows you your liquidity value over time. Now, I didn't even realize that this would go all the way back. I thought it was just 3 months or 6 months at first, but actually it might just be 6 months, because as you can see here, I initially put liquidity in towards the end of September last year. So we haven't really hit the 6-month mark since there, so we'll see how long the history will show. But I like it. I love it. It's actually a very nice visual. And you can see here, we had that big run up for DEC initially in October, leading up to the beginning of the pre-sale. And then Hive had that big spike in November sometime. So you can see all of that here. And then we have subsequently cooled off quite a bit and are just kind of, I guess, ranging right now. So here is the next part of this page, which should look familiar. Now, this is just the liquidity positions. When you used to hit the Your Positions tab before, this is all you would see. You would just see which pools you were in, what your shares are, so how much of like percentage within the pool you own, and then how much the base and quote quantity of the two different coins that you are providing liquidity for, and then finally the rewards. And as you can see here, my biggest one is going to be swap.hive and DEC. That is the one that I've been in since way back when, and then probably within the last month or so, as I'm starting to save up Starbits for the Starbits Millionaire card, or I think that I'm going to do that. But yeah, you can see that I'm putting some stuff here in Pizza and Starbits, and there's quite a few rewards. So I've talked about this in a previous video. I think the rewards are actually pretty good. So if you are interested, you should definitely check it out if you're playing Rising Star. Okay, now here is the cool new feature, and probably the coolest update that I have seen. And you can now see the fees that you have earned over time. So I have provided liquidity for these pools over time, and let's just look at the top two and maybe even just the top one. So swap.hive and DEC. Now, keep in mind that they only started charging fees, I believe, at the end of January. So even though I've been in this pool for a long time, I wasn't earning fees there. I was getting the benefits in the Splinterlands game for the SPS airdrop, but I wasn't earning any fees. So over the past month, having about $250 worth of liquidity seems to have gotten me $2.98. So it's not that high. Keep in mind the fees, they're trying to keep them relatively low, but it is something nice to earn. And if you are looking at the breakdown here, you'll see that I'm actually earning not in like US dollars or fiat terms, but I'm earning in Hive and DEC. So if these are coins that you potentially would think would go up over time, then it's nice to be able to earn in those in case they appreciate in value, or they could always depreciate in value too. And then I also have the Pizza and Starbits here. Now again, I am, you know, I am not earning much because there's not as much volume in this pool. But here's the thing. See the reward section up here and the fees earned? These are two separate things. So every single day, you are not only earning rewards, but you are now earning the fees. So both of these kind of add on to one another. Now the rewards, when they show it here, this is on a daily basis, right? It's distributed every 24 hours. Whereas swap.hive and DEC, I believe this is the total fee that you have earned over time. So as I said, the fees for pizza and Starbits, for example, are incredibly low because there's not much volume in the pool. I wonder if I'm the only one using it, but I'm sure that's not the case. But so I'm only earning like 3 cents, or I've only earned 3 cents over the past month. Yet from the rewards, I'm earning over 4.4 cents per day, right? So this is 3 cents over the last month. These are the rewards here. So two things to keep in mind if you are considering adding liquidity. And now, finally, just another reminder that if you are doing anything with DEC, and that could be DEC and Hive like I have, or DEC and SPS, or whatever other DEC pools there are, you are also getting the double benefit in the game, right? So as it stands right now, and until the end of the airdrop, I am getting essentially 3 benefits for holding or for providing liquidity on my swap.hive and DEC. And again, this would be the same for SPS and DEC or whatever else in DEC. So I'm putting in my DEC here. I'm earning rewards in a different token in B, and I usually swap this to Hive and then swap it to SPS afterwards. I am also earning the fees here, which again, minimal. And then in game, I am earning the double bonus for the for the SPS airdrop. So right now, that is where things stand. I really like these new features. If you are interested in any of the DeFi elements, or at least want to learn more, I think this is really cool to just kind of tinker around. To its credit, Tribaldex, I will say, has one of the cleaner interfaces from a lot of the different decentralized exchanges that I've seen, and I really like this update. It makes it very easy and clear on how you're providing liquidity and the rewards and incentives for that which you do. So again, check it out if you are interested, and if you're not and you're just here to play the game, then more power to you. But at the very least, if you are trying to maximize your airdrop points and you have some DEC lying around and you are considering putting it into a pool, then I would say Tribaldex and the diesel pools within it are probably a good place to at least consider. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.